but they are changing my voice. So I'm going to speak slowly, and I'm going to tell you very important things in this video. This video is extremely important. So in Zechariah 12:2, it says that Jerusalem is a cup. It's going to cause people to be intoxicated. It's going to send them reeling. It's going to throw them off. It's going to set them up to be finished off. Spiritually speaking. In Jeremiah 51:7, it talks about how Babylon is a cup. Now, the Israelites, the tribe of Judah, right, the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of Judah, they worshipped other gods other than God. And they screened out the righteous, as it says in Isaiah, I believe it's 51:7. Isaiah 57. The righteous are taken away to be spared from evil. Now, what evil is going on? They're worshiping the Babylonian deities like Baal. There's a huge deity in Jerusalem, Asherah, the various Mesopotamian deities, the deities of the Middle East. So in Revelation 17 and 18, it points out that there's a prostitute who is Jerusalem in the spirit of Babylon. It could also be seen as Babylon. There's more than one interpretation, but they're all within the boundaries of what is going on. And if they don't kind of cover what's going on, they're useless interpretations. In Galatians 4, that should be on the screen, it says Jerusalem in the sky is the mother, and Jerusalem, of this world is lost in darkness, lost in sin, right? And the moon can be a symbol of one of the eyes of God. It can also be a symbol of being lost in darkness or the prince of darkness. The moon deity in Egypt, according to the sources I've come across, which are considered the most valid sources, was called La, also known as Jah and Yah, which goes back to reggae. To some degree, they worship the moon deity. Some of them don't put that together, and they think of themselves as worshiping God. That's a whole mess there. But Jerusalem in this world, right, the nation of Israel in this world, worships the devil. Jerusalem in the sky is what Jerusalem in this world is superimposed on. That's why the word imposter is a play on words for quote-unquote first word I'm, second word poster. Right, the false image of Christ, for example. The churches, the mosques, the synagogues, those who in this world pretend to be chosen or to have some kind of insight or to be led by God, what have you. In Isaiah 31, we see that it says that Jerusalem is a furnace, and Zion, which is like the heart of Jerusalem, spiritually speaking, and in this world, it's an evil idea, right? The protocols of Zion are the protocols of evil people. Okay, the truth of Zion, right? What Zion and Jerusalem in this world are superimposed on, okay, is a fire from God that burns the souls of the wicked forever and ever. So once they take the cup, which is Jerusalem, aka Babylon, for the reasons I explored earlier, and they drink it, which means they follow other deities, they follow the churches, the mosques, the synagogues, the government, other people other than me, then they become drunk off the blood of the saints because they're following in the footsteps of the wicked who screened out the righteous. They're in the spirit of being stupid enough to be yoked to the spirit of those who screened out the righteous. So they're said to be drunk and being prepared to cook. We see that in Isaiah 30, where it says God allows them to be led astray, right? He places in the jaws of the people a bits that leads them astray. And it sets them up for martial arts strikes. And it says these righteous people are playing harps and they're singing, right? And you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival. Your hearts will rejoice as when people playing pipes go up to the mountain of the Lord, again, Mount Zion, the rock of Israel. The Lord will cause people to hear his majestic voice and will make them see his arm coming down with raging anger and consuming fire with cloudburst. Again, cloudburst, thunderstorm and hail. I am, you'll see me at the right hand of the mighty one coming on the clouds of heaven in the spiritual realm. He who has an eye will see. The voice of the Lord will shatter Assyria. With his rod he will strike them down. Every stroke the Lord lays on them with his punishing club will be to the music of timbrels and harps as he fights them in battle with the blows of his arm, which goes back to my martial arts strikes at world record speed, but it's the essence of that. It's not the mere flesh moving fast. It is the essence of righteousness that inspired my martial arts strikes. Topheth has been long prepared. It has been made ready for the king. Right? Topheth is a play on words for top heat. Its fire pit has been made deep and wide, with an abundance of fire and wood. The breath of the Lord, like a stream of burning sulfur, sets it ablaze. We said also discussed in Isaiah 34, right? Chaos and desolation, burning sulfur. So it's talking about a bunch of things at once, figuratively speaking, and pointing to the essence of God punishing the wicked for yoking themselves to the spirit of rebelling against God, cheating me out of my right to lead, what have you. So they're consuming, right, the fruits of their ways. They're following it. They're following the tree of knowledge of idolatry and rejecting righteousness, because as they're made aware of what's right by doing what's wrong, okay, everyone in America who's not completely retarded or something knows that they're supposed to rally to the most righteous person right now. It's supposed to stand for what is precisely right. Not just from the first person they see who seems to make sense, but to the most righteous person. So they're rejecting the way, the truth, and the life, and the foundation of God's throne in Psalms, which is righteousness and justice. If you have any questions, put in the comments. I have to cut this video short. But don't forget that Jerusalem is the cup and the furnace. And the fire of God burns the wicked. Wickedness burns like a fire, it says in Isaiah or Jeremiah. So the fire of God is burning their souls from the inside as their souls are absorbing the spiritual fruits of following the wicked in the ways of injustice and wickedness. Now again, it's very critical that you understand this part. They don't have a viable counter argument for why I should be in charge. And that infinitely overkills, so to speak, why you need to obey God through me. Proverbs 16:10 through 12. The divine verdict is with me, and the throne is established in righteousness. New Living Translation, justice. The true throne, not a worldly throne. If you have any questions, put in the comments. That part is critical here, because rebellion is the essence of sin.